Hi everybody. This is kind of going to be a little bit of a test video to see what it looks like out here during the winter time. I realized that if I do this further into the spring, that it's going to look a whole lot different than it would now. So it's kind of cold out here and it's kind of windy, so I don't know how far I'm going to get. But from where I'm at right now, I'm kind of in the middle of my backyard. And I'm going to kind of do a 360, then I'm going to head out towards the back. The other thing is I don't know how long this will record before it shuts off. So I'm kind of do a slow 360 here. That's a chestnut tree directly in front of you. And go right around here, and we're looking at the back side of our house, and coming on around, there's sunshine, so there's a lot of shadows, so I don't know how much you're going to see. And coming on around, and you might be able to see my husband standing over there next to a tree that is falling apart. And coming on around, and we are almost back to where we're going to head out back. So I'm going to start walking here, and as I go back I will, oh, it's so cold. The wind is just really bad. So now that I'm back here, I'm going to kind of pan to the left a little bit, and this is where our barn is. And then I'm going to pan back to the right. And you can see all the trees and everything. And I'm going to bring you back here. And then we're going to head back further. This area back here, once we get past the grass, it's pretty much all trees. And I'm going to move you around a little bit here and there, and I hope it doesn't make anybody get sick as I do that. I'm going to bring you around here, and this is the part that actually heads down the hill, and we have a steps here. Didn't used to have this way to get down. You used to have to go on the hill, and if I can record far enough, I will show you the hill. And it's kind of slow going here because this gets really steep. I'm going downhill now, and these steps, most of what's here, our church used to have a mobile building, and they had a deck on it. And when they got rid of the mobile building, they took the deck down, and they gave my husband all the wooden steps, and he built this. And as you can see, we're going to head down this way. And in the back there, you can actually see the old historical building. So we're going to slowly, these steps are very steep, so I am going to take my time, and I'll pan a little bit as I go. Very slowly, so we don't have anybody getting sick. And once springtime comes, this is going to look totally different, because you are going to have all the trees filled out, the brush. And I thought, for anybody who's not familiar with Northern Ohio, you really wouldn't know what this looks like at this time of year in comparison to in the spring and summer. And it is totally, totally different. And I'm still going down these steps. And we had a tree fall right across about here where I'm at, and it knocked down a lot of the supports here for the steps. I have to be extra careful here. All right, now I'm off the steps, but I'm still going downhill. So I'm going to take my time here and get down here and see what I can show you. This is what we call the bottoms. I'm almost on level ground. My nose is starting to run because of the cold. All right, I'm standing right next to the old building, and if you can see those blocks there, those blocks are from the 1800s. And I'm going to back off a little bit as I continue to show you some of the building. You'll see that there's trees growing in what used to be the middle of the building. All the doors and windows, anything that was made of wood is gone. The only part of the structure that's actually left is those blocks. And there are some big beams, if you can see, like right there, that have fallen. Well, I don't know if that's beams or if that's maybe wood my husband cut. It's hard to tell. But this building, and I'm going to back up away from it so you can get an idea more of what it looks like. And I'm backing up here, so I'm sorry if I'm jerking too much. Okay, this is the other end, and you can see that one spot, that's where the doorway was. And I'm going to go behind a tree here, so you're going to see a tree for a minute there, and then we'll come out back here the other side. And that was the doorway, and then if you can see, there was the window, and there you can see the wood. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there was the wood there. And then up there, and I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see that or not, but you can see where the stones are cracked. There's space right in between them. This building, I don't know exactly when it was built, but when it was being used was in the 1830s, and it was the Huron Iron Works. And back in the woods, like back over in that direction, there's a big hill, and it's got rocks piled up on it, and it was some kind of a kiln, to our understanding. And I'm not going to try to go back in there, but I'm going to come around here and show you the other side of this building. And that would have been a window over there. And so you can see it's pretty much a lot of ruins. But there is a historical marker that says that this building was the Huron Iron Works in 1830s. Now I'm going to kind of bring you around, and very slowly. A lot of that property back in there with all those trees belongs to us. And there's the stand for my husband's range. That's where they can shoot from that area. And then if you come back around this way, this is all of our property. And then it goes, I don't know if you can see, there's a tree uprooted back there. It's still standing up because it's leaning against another tree, but maybe about 15 to 20 feet beyond that tree is where the side of our property ends. And it goes back into those woods. I'm going to walk over in this direction. I am standing maybe in the middle of the bottoms. And I'm going to pan you around again, so hang on, don't get sick. And you will be able to see up the hill from here, and where my husband's range has been dug out into the hill. He shoots into that hill. And if you can see way up on top, that's the barn up there at the top. And then we're coming right back around to where the building is. And so far it looks like I'm still recording. So I'm going to walk over in this direction now, and I'm going to show you the hill. And The hill was the only way we had to get down here and back up from here when we first moved here. And this hill used to be a lot steeper. It has been graded several times, and it is a very steep hill. My husband has fallen down this hill a couple of times. It's a wonder he hasn't broken a bone. But here we're looking up the hill, and you can't even see all the way up to the top. It kind of curves over to the left, and I am not going to try to walk up the hill. I can, but I'm breathing really, really hard when I get to the top. But what I am going to do is take you back around, and what we'll do is we'll try to, we're going to walk back up, try to go up the steps. I breathe hard just walking up the steps, and you can see the steps are right over there. We're going to head over in that direction, and it looks like we're still recording. So we're going to head up the steps, and then I'm going to show you the hill from the top. And maybe looking up from here, you'll be able to get an idea as to how high up we're going. So we're headed over here. I'm just going to hold the phone up in front of me. I'm not really looking at it, so I'm not really seeing too much of what you're seeing, but I'm going uphill now. I'm approaching the steps, and we've had a lot of bad weather and had a lot of trees come down. If you can see just how much tree trunks and stuff are laying on the ground, it's taken a toll on our woods. Okay, we're going up the steps now, and try to keep pointing you upwards here. And please bear with me because this is steep, and I will probably start sounding like I've been running a marathon. Okay, I'm at the top of the steps. I'm just going to stop, take a break, pan around here a little bit before I go the rest of the way up the hill. There's our house over there. And okay, I'm going to head up the rest of the way up the hill. We do have gravel down on part of this because it can get muddy. Okay. All right. We're going to head back now. Whew, out of breath. We're going to head back, and I'll show you down the hill. There's some trash laying out here. My husband brought trash out to burn. I tried to tell him it was too windy the other day, and stuff blew out of the burning barrel. All right, here's the hill from the top, and you can kind of see all the way to the bottom now. It curves a little bit, and it's a steep hill, and it used to be even steeper. It has some ruts in it now because my husband's had the tractor on it. He has a Jeep Wrangler, 4-wheel drive. He's had that out there on it. And I'm going to reach over here and pick up this box so that I can get that back in the trash barrel. And these woods are all part of our property. A lot of brush, a lot of brambles, and then it goes on over, and it goes quite a ways back, and back over behind that other property next door. Goes 2 properties one direction in the back, and 1 property in the other direction. So it spreads out like a big T. And we're back to the barn, our wood pile. That's really interesting, I'm sure. We have an old tractor, and that's in the barn. I won't take you in there. So I'm going to end this video now I hope that you enjoyed it, and when the weather's better, we will do this again and show you when all the foliage is going on. Okay, see ya.